Hello everybody, welcome back. Crypto Portfolio Breakdown is back. It's Friday today. It's good to be back. We're going to be walking through our portfolio today. 6 active positions we have. So quite a lot on our plate. So bear with me. We're going to go through each and every one of those. Litecoin happens to be the first one. This one was triggered, I think it was yesterday morning, as price action was starting to cross back above 70.18 here. That was expected because looking at this from the weekly perspective, this is the weekly chart, that was a big move last week, right? That kind of suggested that price action has a lot more upside potential. I think it's going to 81.28 and next stop is going to be 95.25 on the longer scale, the longer time scale. But the fact that it was dropping hard this week, right off the bat, I was expecting price action to pull back off of 70.18, and it does. So the minute it crossed over yesterday, pulled the trigger, you can see. And it's probably a good time to double up our position size. That's probably the next move. Litecoin, doubling up our position size. And then we'll wait for price action to cross over 72. Once it does that, getting even more aggressive on the way to the target. Like I said, target 81.28. Profit target is already there. Our take profit order is already there. So that's Litecoin. Filecoin also here, we were off with the timing. We got in a few days ago just before the drop, but we had a stop loss level deep enough to accommodate a technical correction. So we were expecting that. And even on the inception of that trade, 5 days ago, we went in very small. So we were ready for a technical correction. I think that technical correction 3 days in is over. According to yesterday, price action is coming off 362, and intentionally we had our stop loss level below 362 for protection. So far, I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but so far 362 did a phenomenal job. Broke that negative momentum, pushed price action to the opposite direction, and the close yesterday above 371 is also a good sign. And even now, right now as we speak, price action is a little bit slightly on the back foot, but as you can see, it's testing 371 from above now. So 371 supposed to turn into a support from this point forward. We'll see how it goes. Once price action starts to push forward and present some green, we're gonna be throwing in more trades into the mix. Cardano is the next one. This one is the most disappointing one. It keeps sliding downwards in the face of the market pretty much coming up. So that's interesting, the deviation as far as the correlation goes. But again, we got 2 trades here, small, minimum size trades, so that's a no-brainer. We might even triple up here once we see price action start to change direction, because right now it's still on the back foot. Ethereum was triggered yesterday. On the short-term perspective, we expect a quick move up to 2650. Price action is trading sideways in a very tight range ever since the 15th of October, right? So we're talking about 10 days roughly. The fact that it was backing off 2502 here suggests that we're looking at a tipping point, at least on the local scale. Later down the road, we expect price action to go higher, and I'm talking about much higher. Let's take a look. I mean, the monthly chart says it all. Looking at the monthly chart, there's a dynamite support key level coming at 2339, and we've seen it in action not just this month but also last month and the month before, right? Because on August, price action was coming off hard, and that negative momentum was broken by that 2339 level. And then it looks like price is bottoming out in the last couple of months and basically gearing up for a full-fledged upside reversal with the potential to come back to where it came from. So we're talking about the level of 37.43, and right off the top of my head, we're talking about a move of about 40% of potential return, so it's quite impressive, potentially speaking, of course. 5th position for us is the Bitcoin Cash. Here we use the beautiful touchdown on 34.6.8, right? And then the pullback as a trigger to push the first trade. So we were really fishing that tipping point here. Pulled the trigger on the first one, and just minutes ago, doubling up our position size because yesterday was very explosive and give us the green light to proceed, to take more risk, to be more aggressive with this one. We expect price action to keep pushing forward all the way to 391.7. That's the first target. And then eventually 418.5. That's our primary target. But not necessarily the final destination, because we're still eyeballing the previous major high from 458. All right, that's the upside potential that I feel we have here on the Bitcoin Cash. Last position for us is the Solana. The Solana nicely broke above 171.11 a couple of days ago with a breakout confirmation. Again, daily chart, right? It's an indication. Yesterday came off, tested 171 and pushed itself off of it. So that's another good sign that this is a legit breakout. We pulled the trigger on a small size position for now, but if things go well, we're willing to increase the position size. We think price action could easily push all the way up to 187.80, which had been there not too long ago. Late July, it came off of that level, and I think it can even go beyond and start chasing the previous major high from March when pricing was coming off of 210. All right, so there you go, on a silver platter, all of our 6 active positions. It's going to be super interesting here. We'll definitely come back to follow up and we'll keep you posted. Stay tuned for next time. Take care for now. Have a nice day. Cheers.